Hi friends, welcome back or welcome if you're new here. My name is Mali and today's video I'm super excited for because we're going to be doing all things bookish together. We're going to do all the classics like going to the bookstore. We're going to do a book haul, an unboxing. We're probably going to go to the library as well because I have so many books that I got to return. We're going to update my reading journal, which I actually haven't done in so long. We're also going to be reading some spooky books. It's September. It's fall. It doesn't matter that I live in a hot and humid country and that I have the fan blowing on me right now. But yeah, we're going to do all things bookish this week. I'm actually so excited for this video. I haven't done one since the start of the year and been long overdue to do like a sort of bookish reset. Grab a drink, grab a book, get cozy, and let me know what you guys are reading down in the comments, or let me know what you guys are reading this fall. With each new season, I get so inspired to just read, and I like read a little bit more extra than I usually do. First things first, we're gonna do is go book shopping, of course. I'm gonna tell you guys a lie. I have been book shopping, but I haven't been with you guys. The last time I went, I spotted a book that I really wanted to get, and actually my local library recently relocated and their new location is absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna show you guys the new location, we're gonna buy the new book, and then when we come back we're gonna do a book haul slash book unboxing because I have so many packages that I haven't opened just waiting for this video so I can do it with you guys. So let's go to the bookstore and let's do all the fun bookish things. So we have quite a few book packages to open together, and I am the most excited for this part because I've been eyeing these packages for a couple of weeks now and I'm just so excited to open them. I've literally forgotten what I've ordered. Let me show you. Let me pick up the stack. From this stack, I have bought the majority of them. The only one that's a PR package is the Blue Sisters PR box, which I'm so excited to open. I am so gagged that he sent me this. Before I get a hold of myself, let's go with the book that I bought yesterday at the bookstore, which was The Coin by Jasmine Saher. This is a Palestinian lit about a young Palestinian woman living in New York City. And all I know is that she gets into a scheme to sell fake Birkin bags. And that just sounds like such a romp. Now let's get on to the packages. Let's open the Blue Sisters PR box because it's just so pretty. Ooh! Only like my first PR package, I think. So I'm so gagged. What is this? How does it smell? Oh my god, it smells so good. Like genuinely it smells so good. It says smells like heartbreak and hope, citrus and bergamot. So gonna burn this later on. The next thing in the box is a set of sticky tabs. Oh great, this is like pretty huge, so hopefully it fit my hair. I have a lot of hair. I'm getting confetti all over my floor and I do not want that. We got a copy of Blue Sisters. I hate that this is not a removable sticker. So apprehensive about this new release because I remember when Cleopatra and Frank came out, that was like my most anticipated release because I've just heard so much buzz around it. And when I finally got my hands on it, it actually was such an underwhelming read. So I have been curious about Coco Mallore's sophomore novel, but I just didn't want to go out and spend $30 on a book I probably wouldn't have liked. It was really cool when the publisher reached out to me asking me if I wanted a PR box. Oh wait, there's something else. Oh, there's a tote bag. I have too many of them, but one more tote bag can't hurt. Ah, super cool. Is there anything else? Oh, yes, there is. There's a pen. That's so cool. I'm still gonna use this to annotate. Thank you so much, Random House and Valentine Books, for a copy of Blue Sisters. Moving on, all of these things are books that I bought myself. Sounds like a lot, but I actually won a $100 giveaway on Pango Books, so a lot of this was like basically free. Pango Books, please sponsor me. I actually have one package from Amazon Prime. Now, shut up. Don't come for me. This is a book from Charcoal Press, and Charcoal Press editions are a publishing house that I really, really like. But to buy from their actual website, since they are a UK-based company, shipping to Puerto Rico is insane. It's like $30 to ship. I'm sorry, I have to resort to Amazon to get this, but this is Clara Piñero's newest release, at least translated release. This is Time of the Flies. This woman who's released from prison after killing her husband, and I think after her release, people keep calling her up to kill their own husbands. It's more of a crime fiction, and oh my god, it's actually quite big. But yeah, I'm just so hyped for this new release. I've been seeing reviews from other Clara Pinheiro fans, and they said that this lives up to the hype. I love Clara Pinheiro's writing style. I love the way she explores her characters and explores her themes of womanhood. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for this one. And the cover is gorgeous. I love the hot pink. Oh my god. I can't wait to put her on the shelf besides my other Charcoal Press editions. Now the rest of the books are from Pango Books for sure. Let's go ahead and open this box. Oh, this wrapping paper is very, very interesting. Oh, I don't like how that feels. The book is The Alternatives by Cowling Hughes. I'm so sorry. I know I said that name so wrong. This is Irish Lit. It's about a couple of sisters, English countryside. I think one of them disappears, and that sounds so up my alley. I decided to get this because aside from the fact that I had caught my eye before, I learned that it was Irish Lit, and after my very lucky strike with Irish literature in August, I read The Racial Incident and Sunburn. And yeah, I want to read more Irish Lit, so I bought this. I'm really excited to read this because I bought the hardcover of it, and I don't particularly love buying hardcovers. Coffee break. This is so much fun, you guys. I personally love watching a lot of book hauls and book unboxings, so I hope this is fun for you too. This is Liars by Sarah Manguso. This is like a literary horror that's very it right now. It's a fairly new release, and I got this on Pango Books for, I kid you not, $9. Maybe $12 for like shipping and handling, but $30 to $12. It's a literary horror about marriage, a marriage gone wrong, a marriage that's built on lies and gaslighting. So yeah, it sounds really good. Next, I have this teeny tiny little thing. I actually do not know what's in here. So the book I ordered from this seller was Walking Practice by Dolki Min, I think the author is. Yeah. This is supposed to be a huge allegory for the trans body and the trans experience. In this one, we follow an alien as they try acclimate to life on Earth, and so they possess people. And at the same time, they're learning how to be in that particular person's body. Yeah, I am super excited for this one. I have not seen this one around too much. It's cool. It's translated fiction. I love translated fiction. Again, I need my scissors for this. Okay, so the book I got was Boulder by Eva Baltasar. I'm super excited to get into this author. She has a new release titled Mammoth that I'm really excited to get to as well. This one has been shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2023. This one is about a lesbian couple, and then one of them gets pregnant even though she doesn't want to, but her partner is very, very excited that they're pregnant, and it sort of grapples with womanhood, motherhood, and it sounds really good. It's a nice short read as well. We're on the final book. It's so sad because I could go unboxing forever. So the book I got was I Keep My Exoskeletons to Myself by Marissa Crane. This is a book that I had read sometime last year and I absolutely adored it. I've literally been thinking about it nonstop since I read it, and I finally got a copy to add to my collection. I know that I want to revisit this and reread this. This is about a dystopian future in which jail is no longer a thing, but the way that they like sort of hold accountable for crimes is that people will have another shadow. And so a person with multiple shadows is a dangerous person. And in this one we follow this woman whose partner died during childbirth, and so their newborn baby is already has a extra shadow because the baby committed the crime of killing their mother, but it's a newborn, like that. Those things happen, unfortunately. So she's grappling with the grief of her partner, and she's also grappling with all the repercussions that come with having an extra shadow in her life. The people with extra shadows are called shadesters. So not only does her newborn baby has a shadester and is already considered a outcast in society, but she also has a shadow or two. So if dystopian literature is something you like, definitely pick this up. This also has found family trope, which I love, and I haven't read a book with like found family since like my fan fiction days. I really want to reread this like now. So that is the book stack that we have today. I'm so excited for these books. I actually have like 3 or 4 more books coming my way. But this is a problem that I like to have. It could be worse. I think that we can do go ahead and reorganize my shelves a little bit and like put these on the shelf. I know that I definitely want to add Time of the Flies to my Charco Press section in my bookshelf, but I have to shuffle around some books to make that happen. So I thought we could do that together, and we could also like update my Goodreads and add these to my physical TBR shelf just so I can keep count of how many books I have there. You guys are gonna see the number, and don't judge, please. Do not judge. It could be so much worse. Please keep that in mind. It could be so much worse. Book mail makes me so, so happy. So, yeah.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest.
So we're gonna do a slight bookshelf reorganization because I really want to add these books. This one you just saw in the book haul. This is Time of the Flies by Claudia Pinheiro. And then this one I got a couple of weeks ago. I think I got it in like beginning of August. And this is Family Lexicon by Natalie Ginsburg. This is the New York Review Books edition, and I have one of those in my shelf. So here I have New York Review Books, and then I got Charcoal Press editions here. But to fit some books on the shelf, I have to do some shuffling around because there's absolutely no wiggle room in here. So we're gonna move some books. I also really want to add Intermezzo to my bookshelf and like give her a spot on my bookshelf. I'm actually getting worried because this bookshelf is full. I do have a bottom shelf here that I can push some books. I can like double stack the shelf, but I like to display particular spines and books in my bookshelf. So I'm gonna see which books can be banished to that bottom shelf. For example, this book. This is the Copenhagen trilogy. I am getting rid of this one though because I recently upgraded my copy to this gorgeous modern classics edition. I don't need two copies in my shelf, so I'm getting rid of this one. Getting rid of one book gave me enough wiggle space. This book is quite big though, so let's see. Ooh, this is an Natalia Ginsburg fit. That looks so good. Really happy about that. From this shelf, I can take out Access Desperation and Ali Smith. I'm not gonna be getting rid of these ones though because I recently bought and read Ali Smith and I didn't like this book at all, but I don't want to get rid of it because I got this one at Shakespeare and Company and so it has the stamp and I don't want to get rid of that. So I'm just gonna banish it to that bottom shelf and like forget that it's there. And then Acts of Desperation, I'm not giving away either. I actually would like to reread this in the future. I remember that I really enjoyed it when I was reading, but I don't remember any particular details about this book. And yeah, I want to reread this and then like decide if it's one that I actually want to keep on my shelves forever. I've even dog-eared it, so I definitely did enjoy it, but like I said, memory is going blank. That was great. Miss Sally Rooney fits so perfectly there. I think that's it. For these books, I'm not gonna be adding to my shelf. I'm gonna be finding another place for these books. I got a book cart and I got another bookshelf over there that I use as a bed table as well.
Beyond the ghost, we stand on the opposite shore. Hello, remote.
So I thought that I could talk to you guys about the books that I'm currently reading, and I'm currently reading two books. One of them I'm definitely finishing in this vlog, and that is This Thing Between Us by Gus Moreno. Has been part of my TBR for nearly 3 autumns now, and so far I am 110 pages into it, and it's really good. I hate that I haven't picked this up until now because I am barely enjoying it. It's a really quick, fast read, and in this one we follow this guy named Tiago. His wife was killed in a freak accident and she actually went into a coma until she passed away, and her death was sort of fuel for political campaigns and personal agendas by people on the internet. And Tiago is hoping to get away from all that, and so he relocates to this cabin in the woods. There is hints of supernatural activity. It's supposed to read like a Black Mirror episode. I'm having tons of fun with this one actually, and yeah, I can't believe I haven't picked this up until now. The other book that I'm reading is Gabriel Garcia Marquez 100 Years of Solitude. This is part of my September TBR thanks to my prompt jar. I didn't want September to come and go without having picked this up. 72 pages in, and I'm definitely not gonna finish this in this vlog. I'm just gonna concentrate on This Thing Between Us. So far, I am enjoying this. It reads like a soap opera, and I do like a family saga. It is a little bit confusing because so many characters have the same name. I have to say that there are some passages that's just so clearly written by a man, but I'm trying to let it go, because it's not written in this time. So I'm trying not to let it bother me that men are romantically pursuing children in this book. I'm just really happy to have finally picked this up. Those are the two books that I'm reading. Again, like I said, I'm definitely finishing this one in this vlog. I thought that after work tonight, we could get cozy and read a couple pages of this. Maybe like some candles, maybe update my reading journal. In the meantime, I actually have some packages to open with you guys, just 3 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox these. I actually already opened this one because I ordered this one from Amazon and it came in like this. And so I was really worried that it will come in busted because Amazon does not give a fuck and they ship your books really bad, but it came in perfect condition, and that is Headshot by Rita Bullwinkle. So excited for this book. This was long listed for the Booker Prize, and this one immediately caught my attention because I have read Rita Bullwinkle's debut short story collection, which is titled Belly Up. I read that one so long ago, and so I don't remember any particular short story or anything like that, but I remember really enjoying that collection. I actually really want to reread it sometime soon. What I understand is that we follow 8 girls who are part of this boxing competition, and I don't exactly know how we follow them, if we follow their lives up until that point in the tournament or what, but the premise sounded really interesting, and yeah, I just really want to read this. I got another package from Pango Books. I think I know what this is already. Everyone knows your mother is a witch. The cover and title of this book has always grabbed my attention, and I got it finally because I thought I could make a video on like reading witchy books for Halloween, and I actually have another witchy book coming in the mail. This is historical fiction set in the 1600s Germany, and a woman has been accused of witchcraft. And we all know what happens to women who are accused of witchcraft. This will definitely be read in a reading vlog sometime soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll see you guys tonight when we get cozy up to read this thing between us. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and find a permanent spot for our new arrivals. Hi guys, so it's a couple hours later. It's obviously night. I am now off from work and I'm in my big t-shirt, so obviously cozy, and I thought we could read together and we could update my reading journal. I haven't touched this thing since April, and I don't think you guys have seen it on this channel since like January, maybe February of this year. So we're gonna do a little tour of the journal just so you guys can know what's going on in here. Up close, this is a cover of my journal. It just says 2024 reading journal, and this girl is literally me. The very first page that we flip to is the Goodreads reading journal spread. It just has number squares for my reading goal. This was back when I thought my reading goal was going to be 50 books, but I actually decided to go for 100 books because I really want to hit 100 books read at least once in my life. So I have read over 50 books this year, so we can go ahead and update that. And then the color squares are supposed to represent the different format that I read this book. So green is physical book, and yellow is like library holds. If I read any audiobooks, I'm supposed to color them brown, but I have not read any audiobooks this year. I just can't get into them. It's not my preferred way to read books. Like if I'm not sitting down to read, I don't want to read anymore, and much less listen to an audiobooks. Next page, I have reading goals and 24 books for 2024 list. I have actually done some really good progress on this list. After that, I have my new releases page. This was the page where I just did a calendar overview of the first 4 months of the year, and like I wrote down what books were coming out on which day. Ideally, this will have been a page that I used them much more, but I never really did. I did like how it came out though, but I don't think I'm gonna continue doing this for the rest of the year. Favorite books of 2023 list and empty page. I was supposed to do like favorite bookish memories of 2023, but I never actually did that. And oh, this is my favorite page. So in this page, I will put the total number of books that I read that month, how many of those were like library holds, and then my physical TBR number. So ideally this number will go down. I have my book log page here. I put the title, author, and then the format that I read that book, so like physical or library, and then the date that I finished that book. So many books to update here, so we'll do that together. And then I have an empty page just supposed to extend that book log, so we can also do that for sure. And then we go on to the monthly calendars. This was the main way that I used my reading journal. I put a list of all the books that I read that month, and then on the calendar I will put how long each book that I read that month took me to read. And then the spreads after the monthly calendar were like reviews, blurbs, quotes, or just anything that I wanted to put about the book that I read that month. Here is my spread for Little Weirds by Jenny Slate, which is like one of my favorite books of the year. So yeah, that is the way that I use this journal, just like monthly calendars and then reviews. Anything that I want to remember about the book, whether I liked it or not, went in here. Oh, this is like my favorite monthly spread. I just really like the colors that I used, and then these little geese stickers that I got in New York. So cute. To catch up in this journal, I haven't touched this journal since April. And so to catch up, I will have to like make a monthly calendar of April and then put all the books that I read in April. And then the same thing with May and June and July and August. But we're not doing that. I'm not going to go back and backlist reviews for like nearly 40 books since then because that's insane and too much of a task and it won't make me want to pick up this journal again. So, what I'm going to do is just start it over since September. We're gonna do the monthly spread for September and then take it from there. Hopefully, I'll keep up with it from now on. That is my little reading journal. Hope that was fun for you guys. I don't know what I want to do first. I don't know if I want to do my reading journal or read. I think I want to read first because it's just cozy. I've been reading today, but I actually been reading the other book, 100 Years of Solitude, and so I haven't picked this up today, and I really want to because I kind of left at a cliffhanger, kind of. It reads like a Black Mirror episode, and there's like supernatural things going on, and the fact that the guy is living in the woods, and the woods are so scary to me. This book hasn't gotten too spooky, so hopefully I can read this and sleep just fine tonight. Yeah, we're gonna read and then I'm gonna do my reading journal. I am really, really happy with how this turned out. I love the little mushrooms and everything. And of course, it looks a little empty right now because we are only halfway through September and actually have not read that much. I've been picking up some big books this month. Later on, I will write down reviews on the books that I read so far, but I'm too tired to do that right now. But I also filled out my Goodreads challenge page. I went ahead and checked off two more from this list, and now I only have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I have seven books left. So the books that I have left on my 24 books for 2024 is How to Love Your Daughter, Pieces, Normal Woman, Motherhood, So Sad Today, Nobody's Ever Missing, and Margaret and the Mystery of the Missing Body. And then lastly, I filled out my book log page. This held about 51 books, so that's really good. I will then go ahead and make another extension of that log in this page, but like I said, I'm pretty tired right now. It's nearly 2 a.m. and tomorrow's Monday, and so I have things to do Monday. So yeah, I am gonna go to sleep. So far, this little bookish sleepover was fun. Hi guys, welcome to my car. We're here at the library because I have a bag full of books. I think I got these books out in like May. Been a while and I have not read not one single one of these. I'm clearly not gonna read them. We're just gonna bring them back. Before we go into the library, I'm gonna show you guys the books that I'm gonna bring back. But I also want to disclaim a little thing and say that my library is not anything fancy. Okay, it was built in the 1980s and it still looks like it belongs in the 1980s. It's a little old school, but it's charming. And do not come for the library in the comments, okay? It's an institution and we must protect the library, okay? It's such a good place. Honestly, I found this library like a couple of years ago, maybe 7 years ago, and I couldn't believe that I had never been or knew about this place beforehand because it's been here since the 80s, but I never found out anything about it until like 2016, 2017. The vibes in there are just so nice. Like, I wish I could go here more often, but it's like a 15-minute drive from my house. It's like out of my way with their hours. It's a whole thing. But anyways, gonna show you guys the books that I'm gonna return. The first book is this recipe book I got. I never did not one recipe out of this. The Man Who Saw Everything by Deborah Levy. Do not ask me what any of the books are about. By the way, I do not know. But I'm interested in reading more Deborah Levy. Such a shame I didn't get to this one though. The Country Life by Rachel Cusk. Again, I'm a Rachel Cusk fan, so I'm sad I didn't get to this, but like, it's been in my room for so long, I never felt an inclination to pick it up. And yeah, when I do want to pick it up, I'll take it from the library. Jeanette Winterson, The Power Book, another author I want to get into, but I just never picked this up. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. My idea was to read my first Emily Henry this summer, but I was never in the mood for it. I'm not gonna be in a mood for romance in the autumn time, you know? So I'm gonna bring it back and hopefully next summer I'll read my first Emily Henry. But yeah, those are the books that I'm bringing back. I do think I want to take out some books. I don't know. I just can't come here and not take out anything. So I think I'm going to keep it to a maximum of 2 books though, because my track record shows that I can never read the books that I take out from the library. I think I really want to get some autumnal books. I'm going to be looking for Babel by R.F. Kuang, and I'm also going to look for Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I really want to get into these 2 books. I think they're like classics in their respective genres. Yeah, I'm gonna look for those. Hopefully they have it. But yeah, let's go to the library, you guys.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing. Be to me a mother, both hands on the wheel. Show me faded color, fields of chamomile. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it put back together. You could call it a vision or a tether. Take me to the jungle, teach me tiger law, read to me a poem, sing to you a song, drunk in my devotion, laid out on your chest, student of abandon, with you I am blessed. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether.
So I stuck to my promise to only getting 2 books. The only thing was that I didn't have Babel by R.F. Kuang, but I saw My Annihilation. This is translated from Japanese, and I'm not confident that I pronounce the title right either, but I actually have seen this title once or twice on Instagram before, but I don't know what it's about really. But the blurb here on the back says, what transforms a person into a killer? Could it be something as small as a suggestion? So that sounds really, really good. Also, I feel with the library, I do take chances more often on titles that I haven't really heard too much about because it's not a huge commitment money wise when it comes to the library. So I got this out. And then we got Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. They have this gorgeous hardback edition with some gorgeous illustrations. So I'm really excited to read this. This is a gothic classic. It's on everybody's autumn list for fall, and so I really want to read this autumn. I'm a little intimidated because it's pretty big and the text is so tiny, but it's fine. We'll read it. So that's my library haul. I'm glad that I only stuck to 2 books this time. Lastly, I want to give you guys updates on This Thing Between Us by Gus Moreno. I finished this a couple of days ago, and I think the last thing I told you guys was that this was like tech horror, and this guy's wife dies and he blames it on their Alexa. And that's what the blurb was telling me and sort of what their story was heading, but it did not go that way at all. This is not tech horror. This is more of like a supernatural cosmic horror. In fact, the horror is actually an allegory for the guy's grief and his this book actually suffers from like bad marketing. So if you go into this thinking it's tech horror, you're gonna be disappointed. I was a little disappointed, but not that much because the actual horror is actually so well done, and oh my god, kind of gory at times as well, but not too much. In this one, we follow Tiago and Vera. There are a married couple. Tiago's world is turned upside down when Vera is a victim of a accident in the subway. She falls into a coma and never wakes up. And what comes after that is Tiago trying to grapple with his grief, with the fact that his wife is no longer in his life, friends and family crossing boundaries when it comes to grief. People you don't know also cross boundaries because they think they're entitled to your grief. So there was a lot of commentary on that I thought was really interesting. And like I said, the horror was actually an allegory for Tiago's grief. And I also really like the Mexican folklore slash horror elements in this. So I like that take on horror because it was not just from a white perspective. But yeah, I thought this was great until the third part where it dragged on a little bit for me, and because you don't really get what's going on, I didn't understand what's going on, but it's up for people's interpretation, so that might be nice if you like looking in between the lines a little bit more. I just wanted something fun, quick and easy, so I didn't really like that part too much because of it, but a pretty solid horror. I would not mind reading some more from this genre. I'm really, really happy that I finally got it on my TBR. This literally has been with me for nearly 3 autumns now. I bought this at the Strand bookstore all the way back in 2022. So that's the end of this video. Honestly, this video was super fun. Doing all the bookish things with you guys was so cozy, and I hope it was fun for you guys to watch as well. Let me know what your favorite bookish activity is that's not reading. You know, is it like doing your reading journal? Is it book shopping? Is it browsing? Is it scrolling on Goodreads? I personally love scrolling on Goodreads, and I love book shopping. So yeah, let me know what your favorite bookish activity is. Maybe one that I haven't done in this video. But yeah, I'll leave you guys here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I love you.